What's up, people? In this video, somebody told me to do this one. I started doing it, and then I was just like, this is like a few days ago when I was super burnt out on fitness videos. I honestly don't really want to do this, even though I like Greg Doucette. I like Shelly Darlington. I've actually reviewed this video of Shelly Darlington. Somebody asked me to do it. I guess I'm going to do it. I'm about hit my limit videos for the day. But here we go. We are going to do another one. Yeah, if you guys have suggestions, let me know. By the time this comes out, I probably will have been releasing only one video per day, so it might be a bit of a wait until you actually see your video. Yeah, anyway, let's watch this.
And today I'm going to be critiquing a video done by Shelly Darlington. The video is basically, it's about calories in, calories out, and how it's wrong. The truth. So apparently this famous YouTube chick she's amazing. She's figured out how to break the laws of thermodynamics. Think of the breaking news that's out here. She's for sure going to win awards for this.
That's why there is absolutely 0 point in you counting your calories to the gram.
A YouTube subscriber sent me this, and I haven't watched it yet, but she must have figured it out. So I can't wait to watch this video and comment on it. Okay, so she's strong curves. She's all, ooh, with the romantic music. Oh, okay, I'll watch this. So I'm 3 minutes in the video, and she's already insane. Okay, so this is what she says. Forget the countless studies that say it's calories in and calories out that matter. Forget it. Forget all those studies. She says, it's foolproof, but it's not. She specifically says they are outdated rules. So, you know, it's 2019 now. Those laws of thermodynamics do not apply. Our ancestors didn't count calories. Great-grandma Josephine never counted calories, and she never had a heart attack. She's saying, way back in the day, there was no obesity, there was no type 2 diabetes, there's no problems, and they never counted calories. So obviously, if they never did, we shouldn't, and we won't have problems either. People who say that are so stupid. We sit on a freaking computer all day long, we watch TV, we sit on our asses and do nothing. Our ancestors worked from sunrise to sundown being physically active. They burnt off a shitload of...
How can you not be entertained by Greg Doucette? Like, actually, how can you not? Like, not only does he have strong opinions, but the dude is like jacked. Like, it's almost like watching a hot girl talk, right? Like, it's I guess kind of like the male equivalent. Again, to be fair, like he's not in my opinion not like the most like charismatic guy in the world in terms of like a smooth talker. Let's say I think he's funny, but not like. Not very suave, right? But like the muscles and the enthusiasm make up for it, in my opinion. That said, when I watched this video and did my review of Shelly Darlington's calories in, calories out, I agreed with pretty much everything she said in the video. That like a calorie is not a calorie, food choice matters. What he's saying is technically true, that like the laws of thermodynamics still apply to everybody. And regarding like, you know, what our ancestors did, blah, 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 we don't do that, therefore you shouldn't count calories. A bit of a jump in logic there. That said, I still think that you should not count calories, and that counting calories is pointless unless you are a physique competitor like our boy here, Greg Doucette. But if you're eating the right foods and exercising regularly, I do not think you need to, unless you are a physique competitor, specifically a physique competitor. Like a normal person who just like wants to look good, like scale your food intake up or down a little bit. You don't need to pull out the scale and like go on MyFitnessPal. My opinion.
Calories. So they could eat steaks full of fat, butter, and everything, and they weren't obese because they burn off 5,000 freaking calories a day. If you go for a 10-hour walk every day, you don't have to count calories either. You'll burn off everything you eat and you'll be skinny. Unless you have a job where all you do is work all day long, or unless you're the Tour de France rider or you're climbing Mount Everest, you can't just eat the way our ancestors ate and expect to look like our ancestors. That just makes no sense. She says, we don't need to count calories. All we need to do is eat whole, nutrient-dense foods, and we won't have issues. So I can eat as much steak and salmon and food as I want as long as it's whole food? That is ridiculous. I burn off 2,500 calories a day. If I eat 6,000 calories worth of steaks and things, I won't gain weight because it's whole food. But if I eat processed food and I eat 2,000, I'm going to get fat because it's processed. And this freaking pisses me off. I hate the saying, unhealthy relationship with food. Everyone says it. Everyone states it. People talk about it. Relationships are with people. I do not date an apple. I don't court a banana. I don't. Relationships are with other people. Hi, how you doing? Good, nice to meet you. We'll go for a walk. Food is, you eat it and swallow it. You don't have a relationship. Oh, Miss Ice Cream, I'm going to coddle you. You don't have relationships with food. Stop saying that. It's stupid. Say, you eat food, you don't eat food, you eat too much food, you're addicted to food, that's all fine. You don't have a freaking relationship with food. I don't know what the definition of relationship is, but I'm assuming it's something, and it doesn't say, oh, how you hang out with food and whatever.
I wonder, has Greg Doucette, have you been watching my videos? That's something I say in a lot of my videos. I hate that term. I'm wondering, because he's doing a video that I did. Again, like, who am I? Nobody. But he's doing a video that I did, and he's using phrases that I've used in my videos. And he actually did comment on one of my videos that I did of him. So I know he knows who I am. I'm wondering if I've actually captured the attention of the Greg Doucette. Kind of makes me wonder if maybe my decision to only release one video per day is a good one. Food for thought. Anyway. Yeah, relationship with food, retarded. I wonder, Greg Doucette, and I might even leave this comment on your video, respectfully, of course. Hi, Greg, huge fan. Haven't finished your video yet, but are you saying that 2,000 calories of white, or let's say refined sugar will have the same effect on someone's body as 2,000 calories of chicken breast? I don't think you would agree to that. And I'm pretty sure that's what old Shelly Darlington was trying to convey in her video, although not in so many words. Anyway, huge fan. You're hilarious. Keep it up. Drop him some good SEO juice right there. Maybe he'll address this later in the video, which is why I mentioned that I haven't actually finished watching it.
So she doesn't want to get trolled, so she does say, anyone that says that it's calories don't matter at all is an idiot. Well, I mean, what's her argument? She's saying calories in and calories out don't count. So it's calories that we're counting. So she just doesn't want anyone to say she's wrong, but she is wrong because it is calories in, calories out. That's the title in the freaking post.
Now, before I get trolled in my comments, I am not saying that calories don't count, okay? Anyone who says that is an idiot.
Calories in, calories out is wrong, the truth. It is calories in, calories out. So she's saying we're an idiot if you think if the calories don't matter, but she's saying that don't matter in the title. She tries to get real specific on us. So these are the people that the laws of thermodynamics do not apply to. Okay, primarily women, anyone who's crash dieted, people with less muscle mass and poor metabolisms, people who do too much cardio and have high body fat percentages and are not getting results. This is for you. Calories in and calories out don't work. So basically, this is the bullshit she's trying to say. You need an excuse to feel good about yourself. You don't want Greg to say you're a pussy and you're eating too much and you're not doing enough cardio because woe is you. You tried to lose weight and weren't successful. It must be God that created you different and the laws of thermodynamics don't apply to you. No, it's not the fact that you...
All right, so he's definitely been watching my videos. Greg, shout out to Greg Doucette. Bro, love your videos, man. I'm glad you're a fan. You haven't given me a shout out yet. It's all good. I understand. Who am I? I'm nobody. I would appreciate it if maybe you could give your boy a shout out. Like, I'm a fan. Anyway, that said.
You ate too many cheeseburgers. It's not the fact you cheated on your diet. It's not the fact that you did cardio, but then you stopped and then something happened and then you dieted for 3 months and then you got fatter for 3 months. No, it's not that. It can't be that. It must be that God has a different rule for you. You don't burn calories the same way. You don't, when you go for a 10-mile run, you do so without burning calories. It's shocking. It's amazing. You have an ability to survive forever. Thousands of years ago, you would have lived forever because you didn't need to eat. You would always be fat and never ever have starvation issues. The fact is, it doesn't matter if you're 500 pounds or 100 pounds, whatever. You're eating more than you burn. That's why you're overweight. I'm not saying it's easy for you. I'm not saying that it doesn't suck that you have too many fat cells. I'm saying that if you eat less calories than you burn, you will get leaner, for sure, without question. You can't break the law of thermodynamics, even though Shelly Darlington says you can. She then goes on to make fun of bodybuilders and fitness people and workout people.
Hello bodybuilders and fitness competitors. There's a reason why they do that. Because it's the only way to be as consistent as you possibly can. That's why they eat dry chicken breast, brown rice and broccoli out of a Tupperware box daily. Now I don't know about you, but I'm a normal person. I like variety. I don't want to eat the same thing out of a Tupperware box every single day.
The only way... Oh, she's a girl.
The only way that you can track your calories is if you eat the same thing every day. And I don't want to eat the same thing. Dry chicken and broccoli and brown rice. All the same thing every day.
Has she not seen my diets? I eat popcorn and French toast, French toast pancakes, Score protein bars. Has anyone even seen me eat rice? No, I don't eat rice. Sometimes I might. I don't eat the same thing every day. I eat a bunch of different stuff. I just eat 2 wraps and a salad, diet popcorn at the beach, a protein bar, French toast pancakes for breakfast, Greek yogurt, 2 pounds of blueberries. Is this not variety? I eat different cool stuff all the time. So you don't need to eat the same thing day out. She's calling out all bodybuilders to do this. Old school, stupid bodybuilders that...
Okay. A lot to unpack there. What she said, there is some validity to that, where if you are making the same food every day, it is easier to track what you are eating. Of course, if you're a fucking 20-year professional bodybuilding veteran like Greg Doucette, like, he probably knows how many calories are in a pound of blueberries off the top of his head. He knows how much is in popcorn. He knows how much is in like all this stuff, because homie has like been a pro bodybuilder for a long time and dialed in his calories and macros, you know, for an extended period of time. This is one of those things that, like, you know, your average person, even your average person who's into fitness, is not going to be as into it as Greg Doucette and want to put this much thought and time and effort into figuring out what they should eat and how much they can eat and how many calories. Also, to the point that he made earlier about, what did he say? Like, I can eat 6,000 calories of steak and salmon and you know, I won't get fat, and I can eat 2,000 calories of sugar or whatever he said and get fat. The idea, like, I think what Shelley Darlington was trying to say, and I could be totally wrong, but what I say is that your food choice matters, right? It matters in terms of how full you'll feel, and the effect that it'll have on your body. You know, eating lots of protein will have a different effect than eating lots of carbs. Eating lots of protein in the form of salmon will have a different effect than eating a lot of beef, right? They're two different foods. I don't know, like, how can you not deny that, right? They have different stuff in them. They will affect you differently, really. You know, well, I don't know. Let's watch more.
Don't know that it's 2019, you don't have to eat the same shit every day, maybe, but not people that follow me or people that I coach. We have fun diets that work, and we know that you can't break the law of thermodynamics. Okay, she then goes into BMR, basal metabolic rate. If you only listen to one part of this, just listen to this part. If you're not losing weight, eat less calories, or burn off more of them. Doesn't matter how many calories you ate, or it doesn't matter how many calories you burn off. Say you said to me, I'm eating 600 calories a day, and I do 4 hours cardio. And if you're not losing weight, eat 500, not 600, and do 7 hours of cardio a day, not more. You will eventually lose weight if you burn off more calories than you eat. That's the science, that's the proof, that's what you need to know. So this is what she said. Well, there's a study that says that if you eat a low-carb diet, you burn off more calories doing nothing than if you eat a high-fat diet. Okay, so guess what, people? There's such a thing as the thermic effect of food. There's such a thing as non-exercise activity thermogenesis. So, for example, if I eat a bunch of fiber and vegetables, I burn off calories eating that. If I drink 10 liters of water, freezing cold water, I'll burn 350 calories if it's 2 degrees, because you have to raise the water temperature. I did a video on this. Watch the video on my water, burn calories and whatever. So if you eat 2,000 calories a day and you burn off 500 running, and you burn off 1,000 from your just like life, you can also burn calories from fidgeting.
Okay, so like this whole like eating food burns calories. How many calories does it really burn? Like, actually, like in a day, how many is going to burn? Not a lot. That's number one. Number two, again, this comes down, like, who you have to think, who are these people who have trouble losing weight, right? Who are these people who, like, would ever even ask themselves the question, is it actually calories in, calories out? They're either anorexic skeletons or they're big fat people who put absolutely no limits on what they eat, right? Those are, and neither of those people are healthy or have good values when it comes to health, right? So to tell them what he said, which is like, if you're having trouble losing weight, eat less and do more cardio, that's not good advice for an anorexic skeleton girl who might die, or for like a big fat girl, probably girl, who will do a crash diet and like go walk at the mall. What you should tell these people is what I like to say in my fitness videos, which I think is the best advice. Of course, I'm biased. Is to eat a lot of meat, which is filling, calorie dense, will give you everything you need, and go to the gym and fucking lift weights, right? Really, that's good for skeletons, that's good for fat people. You know, Greg's advice is good for somebody who is fit and following a fitness regimen already, who's already lifting weights, and who's already like eating reasonably healthy. Yeah, okay, drop your calories down and do more cardio. That's good advice for somebody who is not a skeleton or an obese fat person.
And from moving around, from dancing, from bopping your head, sort of thing, it all adds up to calories burned. Doesn't matter if you went for a run and burned calories, or if you just sat here and headbanged for 19 hours straight. You're burning calories. It doesn't matter if the calories were burnt from drinking water. You're burning calories. It's still calories in and calories out. She can't argue with it. She's not actually discovering new science. She just doesn't understand current science or current math.
I feel like we need a maths degree just to work out what we should be eating in a day.
She says, oh, these dietitians and doctors, they're all brainwashing you, because when you show up to their door and ask them, I'm not losing weight, they say, well, exercise more or eat less and you will lose weight. And she's saying that's stupid. You're being brainwashed. Well, I guess I'm brainwashing people too. And she went on to say, well, I ate 1,900 calories and I won state, provincial, whatever, world championship bikini contest, and that's a lot of calories. Guess what? She has a fast metabolism. She's lucky. Maybe she burned off a lot. Maybe she did a lot of cardio. Yeah, not everyone gets lean on 1,900, but she's suggesting, she's pushing to make it look like if you eat a lot of fat and you get into this ketones and stuff and eat low carb, that you're all set. Truth is, Fat turns to fat easier than carbs and protein. Fat is most closely resembling fat, body fat. Oh yeah, keto diet, oh yeah, I'm gonna get shredded, I can eat what I want because I'll breathe out the calories. I'll poop out the calories. It makes more sense to eat fiber because fiber in your vegetables and fruit actually has a shit ton of fiber. I was looking up blueberries because I ate 2 pounds at the beach today, and there was 20 grams of fiber and 510 calories. That's a lot of blueberries, and it's a lot of fructose. And guess what? I'm not gonna get fat just because I had fructose. Thomas DeLauer, whatever, he's the one, he was saying, if you have fructose from fruits, that, oh boy, watch out, you're gonna get fat. I don't ever look at people that are 300 pounds and think, man, that person eats way too much fruit. I don't think it. I bet you don't either. And they don't. They just don't. Because trust me, 500 calories from 2 pounds of blueberries, 4 pounds of blueberries, about 1,000. People aren't getting fat eating 4 pounds of blueberries. Try eating that many blueberries, you're gonna get pretty full. If they get fat eating cheeseburgers or cheesecake, like Shelly Darlington is suggesting, easy to eat 1,000 calories of cheesecake. I do that in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, I'm not eating 1,000 calories of blueberry. So just don't listen to these people when they say stupid stuff. Just, you know, some of their stuff, of course, is good and accurate. You gotta be able to pick apart the crap from and the bullshit from the truth.
True. Okay. So there are, like, I guess some studies or some evidence or something that says that, like, fructose, when you consume fructose, you will be like you're more prone to storing fat or something like that, right? So this has now been translated, and I might be wrong about this, but those studies or that evidence, they examined like actual fructose, right? They isolated fructose and gave it to animals or something, or rats or people, I don't really remember, not actual fruit, right? And they saw that they were more likely to store fat compared to these other ones that didn't eat fructose, whatever. So now this, in the fitness community, this has been like interpreted apparently as fruit will make you fat. No, sorry, it won't. Again, like he said, you look at extremely fat people, do you think, oh, they must have eaten a lot of fruit? No, you do not think that. Okay, they were not, nobody gets fat from eating fruit. Okay, look at fruitarians. Do they look like fat people to you? No, they're not. Free the Banana Girl eats fucking 100 bananas a day. Like, is she fat? Absolutely not. No fruit. There are no fat fruitarians, really. Does that mean you should eat fruit for every meal? No. 2 pounds of blueberries, that's a lot. You know, big guy, like, I guess you can get away with that. I wouldn't eat it. But again, like, it's not, you know, if he had said, I grabbed a bag of like refined sugar and was like eating it by the spoonful at the beach, and I had 1,000 calories of that, you know, not a lot of nutritional value in there, but you have to understand that, like, there are other things in blueberries, for example, that are going to be beneficial to you being alive as a human that are not in refined sugar. Plus the fiber will fill you up, make you less hungry, arguably. And again, I'm not a bodybuilder, I'm not a physique competitor. You need to be more scientific because you are preparing for a specific event in time where you want to be at a certain body fat and look a certain way, as opposed to just your average fitness person who wants to look above average most of the time and maybe cut a little bit more here and there for summer, for an event or a party or something that they have to go to.
For lunch, she ate salmon, eggs, and butter. Clearly, this woman's a keto dieter. And then they brag about how many calories they can eat because then you're jealous because you eat 1,900 calories and you're a woman and you're getting fat. She's eating 1,900 and she's Miss Model, bikini champion. And you're like, oh, well, I should do keto. It's genetics, people. I've tried keto. I've tried every freaking diet. I've been doing this for 25 years. I have a zero energy on keto. I feel like shit. I have no strength. Nothing good about keto. If keto was the best diet ever, every single freaking baseball player, hockey player, football player, Olympic athlete, cycling Tour de France, marathon runner, basketball player, LeBron James, you name it, Tiger Woods, golf, they would all be on keto. If keto was a better diet, everyone would be on it. They're making millions of dollars on how fit they are. I mean, Tom Brady would be for sure only on keto because he'd be like, man, I'm 42 years old, I gotta play football. I gotta go on keto because way more energy. I can go play football all day and I can eat whatever I want. I can shove in this peanut butter and fats and no! I mean, that's the proof right there. Or amateur athletes trying to make it in the Olympics. You think they go out and eat steak before a race, before a marathon? No, they want more energy. They're eating carbs, people. If it worked, the best athletes in the world would all be following it because if they have more energy, trust me, they're trying to take steroids, they're trying to cheat the system, they're trying to take every drug in the world. They wouldn't care if it took 20 years off their life. They would take the pill to get 1% faster. You don't think that they'd follow a keto diet if it was 1% better? You don't think I would follow keto if it made me 1.1% better? If keto was better, I would be on keto. I would for sure be on it. I want to be the best at what I can do. I've always wanted to be the best. I'm not the best at pretty much everything, but I don't know, maybe I'm the best at something. Maybe. I don't know, maybe.
Great point. Excellent point. I like Greg Doucette. He drops a lot of knowledge. I don't agree with him on everything, but I will agree with him that keto sucks. And I have said this as well. I don't know. Is it possible that we're just both independently coming to the same conclusions about a lot of stuff? Or can I fantasize for a moment and believe that he watched a couple of my videos and is like, not stealing points from me, but he's repeating things that I have said in many of my videos, like, even down to like the laws of thermodynamics do not apply to you. Like, I've said that several times. I don't know, whatever. I'm not saying he's like copying me or anything. Like, it's nice even if it's just a fantasy in my head, like, let me believe it. It's nice to know that, like, famous people are take you seriously. And not to say that the non-famous people, the peasants among you who like what I say, are not appreciated as well. I love the common people as well. Anyway, keto sucks, and the reason I even said all of that is because the justification that I'll give as for why it sucks is similar to what he said. I've tried it. I don't like it. I have no energy. I feel like shit. And show me like any professional athletes who do keto. Like, show me some, really. Like, show me one who does it. There's more vegans who are pro athletes than keto people, as far as I know. Like, pro athletes, and specifically what I would say is I would say fighters, right? Because, like, in my opinion, in order to be able to fight, whether that's boxing or Muay Thai or MMA, that you could make the argument that requires the ultimate level of fitness, right? Because it's got a very strong aerobic component. You need to be able to go for, you know, let's say a pro fight at the highest level is 30 minutes or 25 minutes with a break in between rounds, but you need to be able to perform at maximum capacity as well during those rounds, whether you're grappling or boxing or whatever. And you can't gas out, otherwise you'll get stomped, right? So like, you need to have both. So it not only requires you to do a lot of aerobic exercise, a lot of cardio, but you also have to do a lot of anaerobic exercise so that you can have a very high power output. So that was always the example that I gave, was like, where's the boxers on keto? Where's the kickboxers on keto? Where's the MMA dudes on keto? Like, none of them. And like he said, they will look for any advantage that they can get. And don't you think, people of the world, that if all of a sudden one guy did keto and he started crushing it way harder than everybody else, don't you think everybody would switch to keto? Right? Like, these things have a natural way of working themselves out as a result of so many hundreds, if not thousands of people trying various things and piecing together the best strategy, right? Like, oftentimes you'll have people who will come along and they'll say like, oh, boxers shouldn't run. You know, boxers shouldn't, like, because it's very common in boxing, or Muay Thai or whatever, to run several miles a day, right? I'm not talking like 5 miles. I'm talking like, you'll do like maybe 10 miles a day, right? I'm obviously not a high-level boxer, but like, and you know, if I'm gonna run 5 miles, but whatever. You know, pro boxers will run a lot, and then they'll go and they'll do additional cardio in the form of jump rope and pad work and all kinds of stuff. But occasionally you'll have people come along, you know, people who have a degree in physics or whatever, or exercise science, and they're like, actually, boxers should not do any jogging for extended periods of time because it's not gonna help them in their sport, blah, blah, blah. Don't you, like, do you think one day just like people woke up and they're like, okay, you know, Tommy from the Bronx, you gotta go jog, you know, like, don't you think if only sprinting or only bear crawl or like some other random ass exercise was better, that these people would have figured it out by now? You think all these people are just jogging just for fun? No, like, you jog, you increase your aerobic capacity to train and to box. You can go longer without gassing. It's not all anaerobic, right? So anyway, the point is that, like, eventually, and that's why there's a lot of wisdom in the bodybuilding world, because you have a lot of guys who are kind of trying to figure things out on their own, right? With sports, it's more of a team effort. Even something like boxing, you have coaches. I guess with bodybuilding, you have coaches as well, but less so. It's all kind of up to the individual. But bodybuilders talk. They trade secrets and ideas and tips and tricks and food and like things about steroids or other drugs that might enhance performance or appearance. But this constant like exchange of information and experiences is what leads to, I would say, a very high baseline of like above average knowledge about what you should be doing to achieve an extremely high result at the professional level.
They invent the right sport, I might be the best at it. But the bottom line is, I want the best. I'm not on keto. If it was the best, I'd be on. In the ending part of her video, she basically says, you shouldn't count calories because if you just eat high-fat, low-carb, you can eat whatever you want without having to track calories. That's just a lie. It's not true. Now, a lot of the ending of the video I agreed with in terms of the emotional part of it and the mental and to look at yourself and you shouldn't obsess and all that stuff, and I agree with that. However, she basically says, you know, what's important is everybody's perfect the way you are type thing, and you're perfect and you're healthy no matter what. And I'm like, no, you're not. If you're morbidly obese and you're eating like shit, you're not healthy. Don't lie to people and just say, no, you're perfect just the way you are, even though you're 400 pounds overweight. No, you're not. You're not healthy. You're gonna die. Just like when somebody shows me their cholesterol and it's frigged up from steroids, I'm not gonna say, oh, but you're perfect just the way you are, even though you're on steroids still. No, I'm gonna be like, get off the stupid drugs. Stop taking PEDs. You're gonna kill yourself. I call them out on it. Just like she should be. But she's just praying to the people that are like not losing weight, not successful, and instead of literally motivating them to do stuff, just like accept your body for who you are. Eat all the cheesecake you want because it's high in fat. No, it's not. It's not gonna work. You have to track calories. It sucks. Yeah, we know. We get it. It sucks. It sucks having to lose weight. But you need a good diet. You want to get a diet. Look at my website, gregdoucette.com. Follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. You want to learn some free...
Okay, so interestingly enough, I recall the end of her video as well, and as I said in the beginning of this video, when I did Shelly Darlington's video, I agreed with pretty much everything she said. And except the end of her video, which, as he said, like, you know, was, you're fine the way you are, like, just because you're fat doesn't mean you're a bad person, which is kind of like, you have to say stuff like that, especially if your audience is like teeny bopper girls who stick their finger down their throat. Like, you have to say stuff like that so they don't like go cry to their mom and like tell on you and like try and get your channel shut down on YouTube. Just hearted. But you know, it's lip service in the fitness world. Like, really, like if you're fit and in shape, like you have less. And again, to be fair, like if somebody is out of shape and they're working on themselves, trying to get better, we have respect for those people. We do, absolutely, 100%, because we all started from somewhere. Most of us were not born with six packs and fucking cap delts and like veins coming out of, you know, visible veins on our chest. Like, no, we had to work from, you know, a disadvantage, whatever it was, and get to where we are now, which is arguably top 1% of the human population on the planet. Fine. But we respect that. However, like your average person who puts absolutely no thought or care into their own health, sure, they might be our friend. We might have other reasons for liking them and respecting them and wanting them in our life. But for an average person on the street who we see, we are less likely to give them any sort of, I don't want to say respect, but like, you're just less likely to, I guess, respect them if they don't take care of themselves physically. But whatever, you can't say that. I can say that because nobody knows who I am. Fine. But other people can't say that. Anyway, always entertaining to do a Greg Doucette video. Greg, if you watch this one, do you watch my videos, bro? Maybe give me a little shout. Or should we collaborate? How about that? Let's collaborate. Think about it. Anyway, if you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers you want me to check out, let me know. Leave me a comment.